Guys, can I tell you something super exciting that happened to me not too long ago, but also long ago, but didn't feel like long ago? I've been talking really fast because I'm really excited. I spoke at my first ever conference at age 19. I'm gonna tell you all about the experience, vlog style of course, and then at the very end I have some reflections and tips for public speaking and for better speaking on camera. So stay tuned. Hey Classic here, it's Jazzy and welcome back to my channel, Stay Classy by Jazzy. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. Really glad to have you. Hope you stay for a while. It was pretty fun on this channel. I believe so myself. Today I'm actually vlogging randomly, but also intentionally because I have a really awesome opportunity coming up actually in a couple hours. Over the weekend, I was emailed by the director of a sorority, Lambda Theta New Sorority Incorporated, and they asked me if I wanted to speak at their conference that they're having this weekend really. So it starts today, which is Friday, and ends on Sunday, and I was like, oh my like, is this actually happening? Because what no one knows is that I have a list on my phone and in my journal of like things I want to accomplish career-wise in the future, and it's just so happened that on my list I was like, I want to be invited to speak at conferences dedicated to like empowering women, and I thought I'll be like 25-ish, whatever, more advanced in my career, but no, I'm 19 and I am speaking to a group of 40 to 45 women of the sorority, and I'm just gonna be talking to them about how to balance school with your passion while pursuing your passion. So for me, I'll be talking about how I balance school with doing YouTube videos. And I thought it wouldn't be fair if I didn't take you guys on this journey, because Stay Classy by Jazzy is a journey. I'm giving you an inside look into what I'm experiencing in college and just in life in general. Only God could open a door like this for me, so I'm extremely grateful. I'm trying to humble myself and trying to be more excited than nervous about this opportunity. It's a little after 12 and I have a 1 p.m. class, so I'm gonna get some final prep work done for the presentation and kind of run through the presentation. Right now I'm creating a Kahoot. I want this to be really interactive because I don't want it to be super like a lecture style as if you're the professor, because really I'm just talking, but I'm also using a presentation so I can keep track of what I'm talking about because this is a 45 to like an hour long thing, and I've never talked for that long, so I'm kind of nervous about that. I never created a Kahoot before, but I enjoy playing it. So this is the whole process. Since I'm talking about time management and everything, I'm going to ask some like scenarios and they're going to get some answers about it. But yeah, I'm going to work on that and then I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Down too much ain't no surprise. You ain't got nothing to do if you stayed home. Never gonna be alone. 7 nights in a row.
That job fair's here.
Now turn right.
Great. Thank you. This is crazy. Alright, say hi everyone. Hey.
We are the fine, the smooth, the sexy silver roses, the proud brown sisters of Lambda Theta Nu. Pew pew, ooh ooh, pew pew, ooh ooh, pew pew. We love fashion.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
You did it.
Okay, I am back and I'm after my session. It's about 6:15 right now, so it's been almost 2 hours since I gave my, actually almost 3 hours since I gave my speech. It's just wild. This is just wild that I had this opportunity. I'm just like self-reflecting over everything I did, everything that went wrong, but everything that went right. Luckily, more things went right than wrong, and what I mean by that is just technical difficulties that you always have to anticipate with things like this. Like I'm not a Mac user, I'm a PC user, so I was trying to work with a Mac computer and I didn't even know what I was doing, and then plus in combination with nerves, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And some ladies in the front were so kind and helped me out, and I really appreciate it, and just the whole vibe was good. I was speaking to college women. I was able to speak to them as if I was talking to my friends, and it was so good. Like afterwards, someone wanted to take a picture with me, and some of us exchanged Instagrams. Some of them like asked me what are some good places to eat in Nashville, and we even joked about like, hey, they're having a gala tomorrow, and then like you should just come and crash it and just hang out and have fun. They even asked if I wanted to go out to eat with them, and I couldn't because I was going home because I was ready to like enjoy spring break, but I would have definitely like hung out with them if I had the opportunity to. And it's just so chill. Like I really hope I get a chance to meet them again and just speak at the whole event again. Wow, I'm gonna eat pizza now, so bye. So I realized I didn't show you guys my outfit, so it's just a white buttoned lace flowy little white top that I got from Forever 21. It's really cute. I put like a white tank top underneath it so you don't see any skin. Gotta be professional. Then I have this little turquoise blazer that I got from Goodwill years ago, and it still fits, and so I'm glad about that. And then I wore my black jeans from Hollister, I believe. That's what they look like. And then I wore heels. But the best feeling is when you wear heels and take it off at the end of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the little mix-up and a little mashup of the clips I took that day. It was kind of a hectic day, so I didn't have like a really structured vlog, but I wanted to share bits and pieces of it with you guys and also for myself so I can look back at it in the future and be like, wow, I accomplished that. I actually did that. Fun fact, I actually almost said no. I almost turned down the opportunity to do that. I didn't know if I wasn't sure if I was able to do it, and the only thing that was stopping me from actually speaking was myself, and it was my own fear of like, I don't feel prepared, you know. But are you ever like fully 100% prepared for something? In my head, I was like, as much as I could prepare for something, or as much as I wait to think till I'm ready, I'm never fully ready. So I might as well take the opportunity as it presents itself, and I did because I was available at that time. It was a Friday, so it means that I didn't have anything to do later that evening because I didn't have school the next day, and it's in my area, so there's no reason for me not to go and have this opportunity. And I feel like if God opened this door, why not walk through it, you know? My presentation, because it's a 45-minute kind of window plus 15 for questions and Q&A at the very end, I made sure to have some activities and interactive stuff in my presentation. So at the beginning, I did like a this or that kind of like scenario where I put two pictures on the slide, and I asked them to raise their hand for one choice or raise their hand for the other choice. And the topic for my presentation was school or YouTube. Why not both? Talking about why balancing school and your passions. For me, my passion was YouTube. So I was like, oh, this would be perfect. I could play this or that, and then I could have them choose from like, would you rather have school to YouTube? So something interactive, something fun to hook people in is super, super important. So that's my first tip. Have a strong hook when it comes to speaking, whether you're speaking to people or whether you're making a video. As you see in the very beginning of this video, I tried to do a different scenario versus being like, hey guys, blah, blah, blah. I was kind of like playing like the whole I'm super excited, out of breath role, and that kind of drew you into the video. Next thing is to have some structure. That's my next tip. Structure is very important. Now, you don't have to like read from your slide verbatim, and I actually didn't do that when it came to my speech class last semester, and I didn't do that when it came to my presentation. I kind of read through, but made sure like I ad-libbed a little bit. I kind of like went off a little bit from my PowerPoint just to make it more natural. Structure helps because then you know what you're talking about. So I also had a little note card on my desk so I could have the order of my PowerPoint slides so I can know what I was talking about next. So that really helps to keep me in track of what I'm talking about and have a nice flow so your audience can connect and follow along with what you're saying. I also included some interactive activities like Kahoot, which is really, really fun. I really recommend that if you have time. Most likely not in a speech, just because speeches are depending on your class like 5 to 8 minutes or so. But if you're giving like over 40 minutes or so, include something interactive. So I included some videos as well. Some videos are really good when you're doing a speech too. I included videos in my speech class. Something to keep the audience engaged. If you're just talking and you have a bunch of text on the screen, you're gonna lose them. You're gonna lose their engagement. Number 4 is how to conduct a Q&A session. So basically, you have a couple people who ask questions. And one thing I want to say is, if no one asks a question, be prepared to have your own questions. Be prepared to be like, you know what, if no one has questions right now, here's a question that I typically get, just in case someone's afraid to ask that, and then it can help get the ball started. But when it comes to answering questions, you will pick on someone, and you'll say, lady in the pink hat. And they'll ask that question, and you'll answer it. But the tip to make it look more professional is, as you're answering the question, when you're ending the question, don't look at them. Look at the whole audience as a whole and address the end of the question, but work your way to the next person. You don't want it to make it seem like you're only talking to that person. Even though it's their question, someone else in the audience can have the same question, and if you answer it in a broad audience perspective versus just an individual perspective, then everyone else feels included and they don't feel like you're having a personal conversation with that person and ask the question. The next thing I like to say is to have a very strong conclusion, a very strong ending. Depending on what kind of speech or topic you're talking about, you might want to have an ending that gives a call to action, which is basically, you know, if you're talking about something that you're passionate about, say for example the environment, and you're like, well, next time you see trash on the ground, pick it up and be kind to the environment. And that leaves people with a thought being like, wow, next time I see trash, I should pick it up and not just walk by it. Or if you have a speech that's really inspirational, motivational, leave them with some quotes. That's what I did. I left them with some quotes about how to balance life and how to be motivated and inspired with pursuing your passions. And that gave them something to think about, and that gave them something positive to end with. Versus just being like, okay, that's it, thank you. And the last and final tip that I give you, I think that's number 5. If it was not number 5, it was number 6. I'll correct myself on the screen. Is to practice, practice, practice. I can't stress how important it is to practice, regardless if you are giving a speech or speaking in front of a large group of people. When it came to my speeches, I recited my speeches over and over and over. I would do that a day or two in advance, just so it's fresh in my mind, and I would always recite it wherever I went. If I'm taking a shower, I recite my speech. Before I go into bed, I will recite my speech. When I wake up in the morning, I recite my speech. If I'm walking to class, I recite my speech in my head. And another little tidbit that I'll like put out there, because I'm giving you all the tips. I'm giving you everything. I recommend you memorizing your intro and your conclusion, because that would make you seem more confident and that you know what you're talking about, because you don't have to refer to note cards or anything to start off and grab people's attention. Eye contact is super important and it's really engaging. That's all that I have regarding public speaking tips. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got some really practical advice and tips regarding public speaking and just filming in general. If you enjoyed this video, give that a nice little thumbs up, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel with the red button right here that says subscribe, so you can officially join the Classic Crew. That is the community that I'm building here on my channel. And while you're at it, go ahead and ring that little bell too, so you get notified exactly when I upload new content. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next Monday. Don't forget to stay classy, Classic Crew. Bye.